Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, I can't believe it. It's finally here. It's Ice Institute week, folks. November 11th through the 13th. This weekend, the Dakota Angler Ice Institute will be held at the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center. Folks, if you're interested in anything that has to do with ice fishing, or if you know someone that is, like a family member or a friend, the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center is the place you're going to want to be at. Doors open up on Friday at 3, and then also Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. Admission to get into the Ice Institute, $7 per day for anyone 10 or over, and then also a $15 weekend pass, and that's a heck of a deal when you consider everything else that is offered throughout the entire weekend. Something that we want to do on Friday in honor of all our veterans on Veterans Day, we're going to give them $2 off a ticket with the proper ID. So if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service. $5 will get you into the door with proper ID. And I want to give you a little bit of history on this institute. And I know you've known about it for a number of years. This is the 14th annual, but this show is second to none. The Ice Institute is, doesn't take a backseat to anyone. Yes, it is the second largest, second to only one that's in Minnesota, known as the St. Paul Ice Show. But we are only the premier ice fishing show when it comes to the amount of inventory that my mom and pop shop here at Dakota Angler buys to make available to you for a weekend known as the Ice Institute. Nowhere else is that offered because most other shows of this size are put on by promoters, not people that actually own a bait and tackle store. And that's the other thing is, folks, is when the show is over, we're still going to be here. We want to make sure that you know Dakota Angler as the ice fishing headquarters right here in the tri-state area. There's not going to be another store that's going to have any more inventory when it comes to ice fishing than what we do here, right here in Sioux Falls. Giving also an idea, whatever you have wanting to mind and to buy, we're going to have that at the show. Over 125 vendors will be on hand. And the other nice thing that you're going to notice is that whatever you buy, we're going to also teach you how to use it. We're going to be offering seminars throughout the entire weekend, all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And for a listing of those speakers and the times that they're speaking, you can go to our website at DakotaAnglerIceInstitute.com. And as always, you can expect the great deals that you have come to expect at the Ice Institute, and this year is not going to be any different. There's just too many to name, but I'm going to give you a few of our doorbuster specials that, as while supplies last, will be available Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Rapala R12 fillet knife will be on a hot buy special. Rod cases. If you're interested in a rod case, we have a couple for you. The Dakota Angler Tundra ice rod case is going to be on sale. $30 off of retail for $40. You can get that rod case. The infamous Eagle Claw ice rod case, the one that's popular year after year at the Institute, will be on sale for $45. The Lake Master chips, $90. Also, if you're looking for jigs, we are going to offer the 3-pack of Northland coffin as well as buckshot, and then also the new glass buckshot jigs on special as well. Again, while supplies last. A few other specials that I want to make mention of is Strike Master 40-volt lithium auger will be on an Ice Institute special. Also, the Dakota Angler exclusive Garmin Live Scope ice bundle. If you're looking for a Live Scope ice bundle, this is the place that you're going to want to be at because you're not going to find this bundle anyplace else, and especially at the price that it's going to be at. So again, if you're looking for electronics, shacks, augers, jigs, you name it, the Ice Institute is the place that you're going to want to be. November 11th through the 13th. That's this weekend at the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to go to our website at DakotaAnglerIceInstitute.com or give us a call at 605-336-9132. Folks, all I can say is thanks for the support, and I hope to see a great crowd this weekend. And come by and make sure you say hi to me and what you think of the show. So again, we'll see you there this weekend at the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center. Well, this past week's weather hasn't been too bad. We've had a few stretches of some decent weather where the wind wasn't really blowing and a few people were able to get out. But honestly, the low water levels and the fact that, the calendar that a lot of people have already put their boats away and has really minimized the number of people that have been going out. And honestly, also the perch bite has definitely affected the number of people going out because the perch bite has been pretty sporadic around the area. The lakes up in the northeast that produced walleyes this past week mainly focused up in the northeastern part of the state, obviously. Waubay, Bitter, Indian Springs, Goose produced a few walleyes there. And then down the southeastern part of the state, Dry Lake, a few being caught at Ponset and Thompson, and then also a few being caught at Whitewood, but emphasize the word few. From shore, Island's been doing okay, as well as Clear Lake, just north of Sioux Falls, has been producing some nice walleyes as well. But again, those lakes are pretty shallow, so you're going to make it very difficult to launch any type of boat in those areas, so be aware of that. Also, as far as the perch bite is concerned, it's been very sporadic, as I mentioned. We're really dealing with mainly Big Stone as well as Wabe have been the two main lakes. Otherwise, you get a few being caught at Ponset and Dry Lake by Willow Lake, and then also Lake Thompson. What guys have been using has been mainly jigs and live bait for the walleyes, as well as swim baits have been working quite well. And the 3 to 4 inch variety has been the main ticket at this point in time, as the walleyes are starting to put on the feed bank. Well, usually this is the time where I show you a few photos from last week's catches, but honestly, there hasn't been many people going out, and so I haven't received any photos to share with you. But if you go out this next week and you want to share your photo for next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. As we end this week's report, I want to remind you, come on out to the Sioux Falls Arena and Convention Center for the Dakota Angler Ice Institute this weekend, November 11th through the 13th. Folks, invite your family, your friends, your ice fishing buddies, you name it, you won't be disappointed. Make sure you come on out and talk ice fishing and take advantage of the great sales going on this upcoming weekend. Again, if you have any questions about the Institute, feel free to give me a call at 605-336-9132. Well, that's this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week again. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the show.